IELTS Energy listeners, I am so delighted to have a student on the show today. Ariya, welcome to I almost said all ears English. Welcome to IELTS Energy.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So Ariya, why exactly are you on the podcast today? Why are you here?
Yes, that's the good question because I'm still asking myself that.
That's awesome. So, I mean, you got amazing scores. Maybe you don't want to brag about that. So
yes, that's right.
I will brag for you. Guys, Ariya worked so hard and she is just one of my favorite students that I've gotten to talk to lately. And experiencing a class with you, Ariya, and then seeing you get the scores you need, I am over the moon with excitement here and so proud of you. So Ariya, can you share with us a little bit about your IELTS journey leading up to the scores? Like, how long did you prepare?
For me, actually, I took about like a year, maybe almost a year to prepare before like actually into IELTS, because when I realized that I'm going to have to take an IELTS exam, I know that I need to improve overall English. So first I just
okay.
Yeah.
So you took a whole year to like work on fluency, just like
yes,
to work on your English. That is great. I want to start there because that is an excellent first piece of advice for students out there. Students are always asking, how long do I have to study to get a 7? What do I have to do? So guys, you have to look at your English skills first because it's not just about knowing the test. It's an English test. Excuse me. So you have to improve your English. Now, Ariya, what did you do in that year to improve your English?
So mostly just casual activities. I watch Netflix, watch the YouTube video, especially the interview with my favorite actresses. And often I will get the words that I don't know and will just looking up in dictionary. And it helps me a lot to learn new vocab.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. Just enjoying English and learning that way, right? That is the critical first step. And then you thought, okay, my English has improved. I need to start studying for this darn exam. It's so hard. So how did you start your IELTS preparation?
So it's just about 3 months before I take an exam. I took an exam on 6th January this year. And for me to find for 3K system, I just have about like 20 days. So that's very intensive for me to using the courses and prepare myself. And it's saving my life and time a lot.
Okay, so this is a good thing to pause and think about because I know a lot of students listening will be preparing for the test on their own, right? And I'm sure a lot of people are also feeling frustrated and a little bit lost and a little bit alone because there's so much to learn and improve by yourself. So, Ariya, can you tell us, what was it like to try and study on your own? You did that for a couple months before you decided to get 3 Keys IELTS. So can you tell us about that?
So I was just have an idea from the myths I knew from IELTS, like about IELTS, is that it say about, okay, they have a paper test, and I just searched it up, oh, it has a computer test too, and I just think, okay, if I take a mock exam, I will know what it's about. So I just think that, okay, I can do it myself, but turns out I just realized it's a total panic when I'm doing the test because of the time, a time panicking.
Yes.
And also I just realized I need strategy, and just focusing on the academic level is not really helpful at all with IELTS, because after I see the mocking test, I realized it's not really about the academic English. It's specific.
Okay, so that will surprise a lot of students. Now, were you taking the general exam or the academic exam?
Academic.
Right. Okay. So this is very important to talk about because a lot of students are going to be asking like, Ariya, what do you mean it's not about academic English? It's an academic English test. So can you explain that to me?
Yeah, because for me, first I study the structure of academic writing. That is my first idea to prepare for IELTS before the three keys. And after that, I just, okay, I need to build up vocabulary. And then, yeah, after I see the limited time I have, especially with the writing, I just realized, okay, my academic writing that I learned from my tutor is not going to help me. It just makes me frustrating because the structure it will just take too much time for me to do, and I'm not sure what is expected from me.
Exactly. So two very important things there, guys. Sure. I mean, you could get an academic writing tutor for university, like because you have to do those essays in college or whatever, right? You have longer than 40 minutes in college to write an essay. You have like a month to write your essay or whatever in college, right? So obviously, guys, that timing, and I love that has been a touch point for everything you've said so far, Ariya, is like the time. This is why we panic. This is why we need strategies. This is why we need a special writing template just for IELTS, not just like an overall academic writing. Because like I've seen students do that and then they think for like 10 minutes about the perfect thesis statement and like they waste the whole time on the introduction. Like
that used to be me.
Totally. Okay, so that was your first clue. Like, this is really hard to do on my own. I actually do need special IELTS stuff. I can't just find whatever to help me on the exam. Okay, was there anything else that surprised you or anything else that was a relief when you got into 3 Keys IELTS and did not have to do this on your own?
Strategy, especially in every part in the reading, is very surprised me to know, oh, okay, I can do it this way. It's very surprised, and especially the writing part, I just realized that, oh, okay, this is how you can get straight to the point and not just jumble into the academic writing.
Jumble. You guys, if you jumble through the writing test, you will get a 5. 5s for jumbles. That is just such a fun word to say. I can't stop. Okay, so yeah, this is so perfect because reading is also as difficult as writing in as far as the timing causes you to panic. And if you don't know what the exam needs from you, then you cannot do it correctly in the time allowed. Okay, so it's like if you approach writing with these crazy academic essays, you won't finish. It's too hard. It's impossible. If you approach reading with this academic frame of mind, like I have to read every word and understand the nuance and understand the writers. No, you don't, guys. There's no time to understand that stuff. So again, like Ariya said, it will be a surprise when you learn the reading strategies from our online course, but I promise you, it's the only way to find all the answers in that 1 hour because it's so hard. Okay, so we still have not shared with the world your actual scores, Ariya. So you took the test on January 6th. Did you have to take the test again, or was it just like one time and done?
One time and done.
Woo! I love it! Guys, I really hope you're watching this on YouTube and not just listening to it on the podcast because Ariya is the absolutely most adorable. She is celebrating and dancing, and I want everyone to see. Okay, so Ariya, can you please tell all of us what were your IELTS scores?
Oh yeah, what? I forgot. I just remember that I got overall 7, and for the rest, I just forgot about it. I'm just too happy with 7.
That's so funny. Well, I mean, overall 7 is what a lot of students need anyway, right? I'm still surprised that a lot of universities don't have individual requirements for skills. Some still do, for sure. But many universities are trying to simplify things and just say like overall 7. However you get there, we need you to have an overall 7. Okay, so you got that overall 7. Were you surprised when you saw your results?
A little bit, actually, because
Yeah.
I know that I need 6.5, and I anxious about reading part, because in the test I was so panicked, and at the like very last section, I ran out of time to find like the exact correct that I feel confident. So I just, okay, I feel familiar with this, I will going to answer this, something like that. I just don't want to leave it blank.
Okay, so we've talked about reading strategies taking away the panic, but you said you were still feeling nervous on test day. Why is that? What happened?
To be honest, I just like too much enjoy the article. This is bad. This is very bad.
Okay, this is an awesome lesson. Guys, even if the passage seems very interesting, you have to stay focused. That is hilarious that is why you lost time. So don't get too interested in what you're reading. And like, here's the thing. I mean, you're not supposed to be reading every word. And so if you start to skim, that's the first step of 3 Keys IELTS. You have to skim the passage. If you do that and then you become interested and you just start reading every word, like, by accident, you got to bring yourself back to the strategies. And let's keep in mind also, Ariya, that you did all of this in 20 days. Like, you did the whole 3 Keys online system, all of the test practice in 20 days, right? So
Yeah.
it's like if you took the full 30 days, or imagine a full 60 days, then you would have these strategies so routine,
Yeah.
so by heart that wouldn't have happened on test day, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But you really pushed through those 20 days. Okay. So I have 2 more questions for you, Ariya. First, I want you to help our students out if there's anything specifically that helped you achieve your score. And then finally, we're going to talk about what these scores get you. What do you get to do now? So first question, is there any other advice that will help students out there get an overall 7 or higher on IELTS?
For me, I think basically just include English into everyday life, just getting used
Nice.
to it. And when you just realize that your brain become like bilingual, it's very helpful. Because for me, after like study for IELTS for a while, I just realized that, oh, my brain start to think in English. And it's good because it's helped my fluency a lot.
For sure. I think, yes, guys, half and half. It is an English exam. Your English does have to be at least an intermediate or higher if you're hoping for a 7. And in order to accomplish that, you have to, it's a part-time job, right? You're improving your English, you're studying for this exam, you're doing test practice. So it does take a lot of organization to fit all of that in. But I like the way you approached it, Ariya. First, let's focus on English. Let's do fluency for a year, right? Make sure that English is strong enough before you start studying for the test. So I like that. I hope everyone listening has enough time to do that. But I want to remind you guys that our 3 Keys, Ariya just danced again. I want to remind you guys that our 3 Keys study plans do that for you. We organize that time for you. Every day it's a balance. We tell you what to do to improve your overall English and learn the test skills. So it's hard to do alone. Let us help you. allearsenglish.com/KEYS. Okay, fantastic. So last question. You're done with IELTS. Woohoo! Dance time. Done with IELTS.
I'm free.
Yes, right? Like, all this time is free. Opportunity is yours for the future. Like, what are you going to use this time for, and what are you going to use your IELTS score for?
I'm gonna use IELTS score to apply the master degree in Iceland. And this degree is
So
very
cool.
special for me because it's Viking and medieval Norse studies. Yeah, so it probably I'm gonna be the first Thai person there. I hope.
Yes, you will be. I almost interrupted you because I wanted to tell everyone you were from Thailand because that makes it all so much more interesting. Yes, guys, Ariya's like the first Thai person in this program at this Icelandic university for Norse mythology. Like everything in that story is so interesting. Everything about it. Everything about you is interesting, Ariya. So congratulations on getting that score. I am so proud of you. And I'm just very grateful that I got to like meet you and work with you on this, Ariya. So guys, if you want to get into the same system, check out the online IELTS course. Study in your own time whenever you can. allearsenglish.com/KEYS. All right, Ariya, thank you so much for taking the time to come on. All right, guys, please watch this on YouTube if you're not watching it. All right, Ariya. Well, good luck in Iceland and keep in touch, okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.